Yo, what's good? It's Brandon T. Jackson. Check out my special Chest Out is on Zeus right now, and I'm on tour right now with the Classic Rebel Tour. I love y'all. Check it out. BTJ. Love y'all. Let's go.
I'm down 162 pounds in 6 months, and it feels great. Looking at myself in the mirror is a trip. I marvel at myself now because I'm like, man, I've done this in 6 months. 6 months is not that long ago.
I started this program back on July 1st at 288.5 pounds. Today I weighed in at 184. When I first got here, I was sad and depressed and stressed out. Over time, I regained my self-esteem, my willpower, my determination, and those things have helped me to grow and become happier with myself and in life.
Use code TFU10 for a discount on the full body cleanse.
This is O'Shea Jackson. You're listening to TFU Podcast, if you didn't know.
Welcome into another episode of TFU Podcast.
Let's go.
On today's episode, we got an icon in the house. Actor, comedian, writer, producer, Brandon T. Jackson.
What's good? I didn't know I was an icon.
No, you definitely that.
I need some icon money. How about that? Dave Chappelle's an icon. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate that. I'm starting to hear these words like, "Hey, man, you're a legend," and I'm like, what is that? What does the legend come with?
You know what? I think it comes with some of the great movies that you did, the great scenes that you pulled off. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That for you to get started when you were like 19 years old, early in the game, and to land movies like Chocolate Thunder is
Thunder.
No, not Chocolate Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Black people always say Chocolate Thunder.
Because that's how I think. I think black shit. But yeah,
I love it.
But yeah. You've done some crazy, incredible shit.
Yeah, it's so beautiful because you try to figure out where does that land you? You know what I mean? The legend, like, am I being clapped off, or you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel, what's Dave Chappelle said it too, was like, what does that mean to be a legend when you're still going? In our mind, we're still creating. It's like you're never there.
I can understand that. But I think what it is that people trying to give people their flowers early and not when they pass. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Definitely appreciate that.
So we know you were born and raised in Detroit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you Detroit all the way through, right? Yeah,
Detroit and West Bloomfield. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a hybrid. You know, I'm a suburban thug. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I grew up in 7 Mile Woodward half my life, and I grew up in West Bloomfield and Bloomfield Hills, which is like the Beverly Hills of Michigan.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of like a Fresh Prince of Detroit. You know, what I'm
love
saying?
that. I love that. I was gonna ask you, so I came across a little bit of information. I know your grandfather has streets named after him.
Yeah.
What I was trying to find some information on. Maybe you could share some of that.
Doing some digging. Yes, my grandfather. So I come from a long line of pastors,
right,
and community leaders. So, which is crazy because we talk about generational wealth and generational, and then sometimes when we see it in real life, sometimes we don't understand it, and we talk about it. People, if someone would see me, I would say was from a. I would say not generational because I'm not bougie in certain rights, but certain rights I am bougie. I would say is cool to see your grandfather having a street named after him, Horace Jackson Street, and then the other grandfather was one of the first black men to have car washes out in Detroit, and just like all the stuff. And I found out my great-great-great-grandfather was one of the first free black slaves in Mississippi. So, I guess it's like a bloodline situation that kind of,
Wow. That's awesome. My grandfather...
Yeah, horses and all this other stuff. I'm like, where them horses at? Let me get a horse.
My grandfather also has a street named after him in South Central.
Oh, nice.
Dolphins of Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's funny because my grandfather is actually from Detroit.
There you go.
He came out of Detroit. He was a car salesman out there and came to South Central, and he was going to open up record stores in Hollywood. But back then, in the 40s and the 50s, they wouldn't let black people go to Hollywood. So he opened it up in South
Really?
Central.
I thought Hollywood was all inclusive.
Nah, it ain't. Not inclusive, not at all. So the name of his record store was Dolphins of Hollywood. In fact, if you've seen the movie, where God, what's the comedian that Eddie Murphy played? He played Dolomite.
Yeah, Dolomite.
So the name of the store in Dolomite was Dolphin Records. They couldn't call it the real name, which is Dolphins of Hollywood, because my family owned the trademark.
That was based on.
Wow. So Dolomite used to be my grandfather's assistant.
You lying?
Swear to God.
Wow.
They reached out to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
The movie?
No, yeah, we knew it was already coming out.
No, but they didn't reach out to you.
They didn't ask us about the trademark.
Nah, they got.
They didn't want to deal with that.
Around.
Yeah, they was like Dolphin Records,
McDowell's.
Yeah, Dolphin Records. Let's keep it moving. That's dope to have. Did you walk on that street?
Yeah, I have walked on that street, and it's beautiful because, like, to know, like I was saying, legacy.
Right.
It's good to be around. To see our people legacy, man.
Yeah,
that's all we fight for every day. Is like having a good name, and having that, like, the memories of culture. You know what I mean? And I think that's kind of why I stand the way I stand. With my career, I just don't. I'm very picky about things, and I guess people say, you should just kind of do what everybody else wants you to do, and I just kind of don't do that.
Yeah, keep doing you, man.
Yeah.
So I also know that you were a preacher kid.
Yeah.
How was that?
Being a preacher's son, it's how people in Hollywood, they talk about making a deal with the devil.
Yeah. Is that true?
Listen, I know it is true, right?
Oh,
nobody
it is true?
Listen. I talk about this, man. And I want to write a movie about this.
Okay.
People always talk about making a deal with the devil, right? But no one ever talk about making a deal with God.
I heard that.
You can make a covenant with God, right?
I love that.
No, you can. Like, and we look back in scriptures and things, and you start to see, like, oh, okay, you got to deal with the devil, deal with the God. Deal with the devil, it sounds bad, but it's easy and fun. You know what I mean? No, seriously. You do, if you get to deal with the devil, is deal with God, it's a different game. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like a real father.
Right.
He don't let you do everything. I had a deal that got shut down. It's like, God is hilarious. It's like my parents, and when you ask me about being pet, I feel like they did a deal with God.
Right.
And then it affects me. I want to do a movie called Friends with God so bad. I'm writing one right now because it's like you think you're doing a deal with God, everything gonna be easy and fun.
Right.
It actually gets harder.
The devil don't care.
No, it gets harder because when you're dealing with, I guess, the source, you would say, it's like a higher level of stipulations.
I think you gotta walk the line a little better.
You do, and it's tough because you really don't even like. I didn't really make this deal. But my dad made the deal,
right?
So now it's on me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So people talk about generational deals with the devil. I'm like, no one talks about the generations of deals with God, and I think that's what's been kind of my spiritual, I won't say hold up, but that's been kind of things that's kind of steered my path, was that deal my dad made with God.
When did you realize your dad made the deal?
Because my grandma made the deal. And my dad said,
right,
that prayer went to him and this prayer went to me. It's
crazy. So you started stand-up comedy at 14.
Yeah, 14.
And when you start going into the entertainment industry or start moving in that directions, were your parents worried about?
No, my deal with God that I made was that if he made me famous, I proclaim his name. That's why you see me talk about God in most of my interviews. Not that I'm perfect anyway. I actually got a lot of problems. I'm like, we were talking about this today. I do a lot of bullshit, for real. And I'm like, it's true. I'm not a saint. And for some reason, I feel like God's mercies just be protecting me. But at the same time, I'm getting it together. I'm a classy rebel. That's the name of the tour, by the way. And I think that's kind of where I get it from. It's like, I'm kind of striving to be just a good man, you know what I mean?
Right.
And a moral man, but it's like, it's so hard in this generation to be morally right of what you stand for. You know what I mean? It's so much just like, what is morality? The lines are so blurred, but the foundational, traditional faith beliefs, of course, is what I come from. You know what I mean? That's what sustained me, you know, and like everything I've done. So I kind of like, when I go out of that, it's this kind of thing, bro. It just starts, this bad stuff start happening to me, man. I ain't gonna lie, I promise you. This is not like a fictitious manifesting. You're manifesting it. Your belief is literally like something I can't control.
So you hit the stage at 14 as a comedian?
I hit the stage at 14 as a comedian. I started in church, as I said, and I would do little churches and do things. And now I'm cussing, and I used to be a clean comic. I can do clean comedy. I actually prefer to do clean comedy, but I just actually be cussing. I don't even know why, but I started out like that, and then I would do different comedy clubs. Horace H.B. Sanders, which actually was also a Christian comedian, he would go and then take me to the churches. Then we would go to the clubs and we started winning festivals and stuff. And then I went out to L.A., did 3 minutes at the Laugh Factory, and was discovered by CAA. And I was in the movies by that next week. See, that's crazy. Well, that's that deal.
That's that deal.
That's the deal.
That was the deal with God?
That's the deal with God. I shot right up.
3 minutes.
3 minutes left, actually.
Yeah, I heard you mention that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was.
Did they sign you immediately?
Yeah, immediately.
Did you have to audition for that spot?
No, I did. I did 3 minutes of Laugh Factory, and they signed me, and then I auditioned for Fat Albert, didn't get that, then I got Road Bounce. A second movie I ever auditioned for, I got. I worked with Eddie Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., only person, Tom Cruise, Ben Stiller,
Jack Black,
Jay Baruchel, oh my God,
Martin
Lawrence, all before I was like 25. I had like 3 #1 films before I was 25. That's that deal.
That's the deal?
And then it all went away.
Why'd it go away?
Because I was smashing hoes. That wasn't part of the deal.
That wasn't part of the deal?
That wasn't part of the deal.
God man.
Was like, give me that
Can
back.
you imagine that at 25?
25,
that kind
bro.
of fucking success?
Ridiculous.
That's wild. No, we don't care like that.
No, we don't care like that.
We don't care like that.
We need some money from it. It's one of my.
Oh, we definitely need some money.
Yeah, bro. I was in this mode right here, bro.
I know.
At 25, I was this guy.
What is being taken away means? Like the audition stopped rolling in?
I don't know, man. Cosmic stuff happened. Agents got me too. People got, it's just all this crazy cosmic stuff that had nothing to do with you that messes up your career. And you're like, okay, that's God moving in a certain way. So that's kind of, I had to learn that. And I say, Dad, I told you, it's the deal.
Did you also open for Chris Tucker at Wayne Brady?
Yeah, I bombed in front of Chris when I was coming up. I bombed in front of Chris Tucker. No. Chris Tucker, I was supposed to open up for him. Wayne Brady, yes. I was supposed to open up for him. And then he would go in the Comedy Store before me. This is Rush Hour 1 and 2 Chris Tucker. Like,
the funniest dude on
fire.
Crazy fire.
You know what I mean? And they were like, you know, I never forget that. They were like, yo, Chris wanna go first. Go first? Yeah, he got another show.
You
so I'm not going after Chris Tucker. I'm like, bro.
So set up.
Man, because no, he wanted to get in, get out. He had to go shoot. So, you know, Chris Tucker was like, you know, he went on first, man. He killed it, man. Pissed off, man. You know, I was like, I got rats and roses, Christmas. Like, he was killing it, man. Like, doing jokes about, you know, oh, my God, killing it. And he was like, hey, hold on. Somebody, I'm taking up all the time. Hold on, somebody next. Hey, who next? Brandon Jackson. Okay, give it up for, y'all seen him on, what are you on? Brandon Jackson, y'all. Give it up. I was like, nigga, what? The whole room, he left the whole room left with him to go get his autograph.
I bet.
In the Comedy Store. And I'm just up there, just sitting up there, just like, yeah, y'all.
So after somebody kills like that, the room is tough.
That's horrible. I mean, no, you don't want to follow Chappelle. You don't want to follow Cat. You don't want to follow Tony Roberts. Everybody in comedy knows this. You don't want to follow these guys. It's like, even closers, they're like closers of closers, you know? You know, I'm very interesting, I believe, on stage, and I'm getting to a place where I can get so much stronger if I really just tour it more. I think I'm a good comedian. I don't think I'm a great one yet. I know how to be a great one. I just get so distracted by writing movies and stuff. So, but my special was solid. I thought it was solid. I could have punched it up more, have more LPMs, more laughs per minute. But I did that purposely because people get sick of your rhythm, so I can switch up my rhythm a little bit.
Right.
So the mechanics of it is more. I want to do more acting out characters and that. So.
One thing I heard you mention that as far as mentors go, that Sinbad is one of your mentors.
Yeah, he is. Sinbad is amazing. Sinbad is. I've never seen. Sinbad didn't get. I don't believe that people understood how funny and amazing Sinbad is, and just as a person, all the people he helped and all the people that he.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he's I would say, Sinbad, Eddie Murphy. I'm a cross between the two. I would say on stand up.
I love that.
The swag of Eddie, like the swag guy, and the kind of the preacher's son with Sinbad, but the way he hits stuff. We don't have the same style necessarily, but it's like his essence. I mean, his manager. I used to open for Sinbad because his brother used to be my comedy manager. Mm-hmm. You know, Sinbad, got sick, and then the family is tending to him, and their family. He raised me, like literally.
That's
and,
dope.
That family raised me in Hollywood and protected a lot of the. That's the deal. Now, out of all the people you can go to Hollywood, your manager was Sinbad's brother. Like, come on, that's right. You order your steps, man. You know what I mean?
As far as advice go, what was the best advice Sinbad gave you?
He really didn't. I mean, he gave me. I mean, he would just say so much stuff that was wise. I can't. It's almost like Sinbad was one of those guys where you can't really pinpoint, but you knew there was something special about. So he would say so many things, and if you catch it, you're gonna catch it. But you watch Sinbad through examples. Like his LPMs are crazy. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Bad live?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God, you never seen have you ever seen Sinbad like perform live?
No.
I think his like.
Not his stand up. You never been to a live show.
I've never seen a live show, but of course I remember him from like a different world.
TV can't capture.
They can't.
The roars that he would bring, like Robin Williams, because he had a rapid fire style.
Okay.
His mind would fire off so fast, like ba 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 ba. Like the audience can't breathe. Actually, I want to study that style too, because it's rapid fire. And you don't get sick of it.
Right.
His rapid fire style, you don't get sick of. I love Cat's rapid fire style too. But his voice print is so strong that you can catch his rhythm so fast. With his when he first came out, it was like a rhythm.
Yeah.
I want to say, Atlanta, I want to thank you for that. God bless him, ba, 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 ba. And the people do that's like preaching. No. That's one thing I learned how to speak is through preachers. My dad's a preacher. I listen to a lot of preachers.
Right.
The cadences, you know what I mean? So when I listen to comedians, I'm saying, like, Dave is a slow burn. Listen, guys, the problem is going on. It's conspiracies. You know what I mean? He's like, he always make you like scared of some shit about to happen. It's coming for us. You know what I mean? You're like, Dave, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Dave got that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has that thing where he's egging you, he's wheeling you into this world of pew.
He makes you listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. A wordsmith, and his rhythm is,
So let's go back to roll bounce and how quickly were you able to adapt to going from stage to now, filming, like, doing different takes, Nick Cannon, Bow Wow in the movie?
Well, Chris Tucker was the one, when I was auditioning for Roll Bounce, he was the one that kind of gave, if y'all notice in my early career, I had a high voice. I was literally just doing an impression of Chris Tucker in film.
That's funny.
At the time. I was mixing my voice print with his, We do that a lot.
So, okay. No, I remember picking up on the voice.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
That's a mixture between my natural voice and Chris Tucker's. This is mechanics, man. You know what I mean? Like, I know everything that, like these actors are doing. I know when I look at Sinners, I know what Michael's doing. I know what he's doing. It's mechanical. It's not, you know what I mean? Like we know what, like he's voice prints from key phrases to finding out the tone of how people spoke in the 30s and listening to it. I know what he's doing. So it's like, you have to do the work. He does the work. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
I was working with Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
It's a good time. But you hear the rhythm in that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, of course, anytime you're working, your wife calls. Yo, what's good? It's Percy Jackson. You listening to the TFU Podcast. Let's go, baby. It's a movie I'm writing right now.
What's that? Or you can't share it.
I can because I own it. But I think... So there's this new microdrama network that's doing a lot of like funding for productions. It's called Cinesodes. So cinematic episodes, and they're just like they're funding like microdramas, which you can have your own creative control, as long as it fits the formula of microdramas.
Right. Are those the vertical?
Verticals? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but you own them. You know, you could do a rev share split, but you own the IP.
Got you.
So this IP I came up with, it's called Satyr and Decatur.
Okay.
Y'all get it?
Yeah. Decatur, Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get it? Oh, you don't know that movie?
No, I never seen it.
You never seen Percy Jackson?
Oh, I haven't seen Percy Jackson. I know you were in it.
You never seen Percy Jackson?
I never
You're not
seen
going to
it.
get this. I just want to see urban fantasy.
Uh-huh.
You never seen urban fantasy?
That's true. You never see that.
The last one, the Will Smith one that they did?
Close. That was close. Bright, that was close.
Bright, yeah.
But it's a tone to it. I think I can get it. But if I don't get it, comic book fans will love this. Like, you know what a satyr is or you don't?
A satyr? No.
Half goat, half man.
I definitely didn't know that.
That's what make it funny too. That's what make it funny in the movie. So he left. He got cast out of his land, and
because he had a goat. Because he was a half man.
No. He got cast out of his mythical land, and he got shot into the hood.
Oh, that's funny.
So now he's like
funny.
He's a regular. He's trying to get back home, but he's stuck. Instead of dealing with nymphs, centaurs, minotaurs, whatever, he's now dealing with pimps, liquor stores,
Crips and Bloods.
Yeah,
that is funny.
Yeah, but the way we're gonna do it is gonna be like Atlanta meets like, you gotta see it. But you don't see his legs a lot. But it's written very well for fantasy, for comic book, for people who love like for the black nerds, they gonna love that shit.
Right.
It's for my black nerds or for all nerds. But like, if you're a nerd, no one's ever done this before. Mm-hmm. Satyr and Decatur, man, shit. I swear to God, shit gonna hit. Satyr and Decatur, bro. You know what's I'm gonna do? Comic books off this. We're gonna do because it's a classic story of fish out of water. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You're like, you never seen nothing like this, you know. So somebody trying to rob him opens up with somebody trying to. I don't want to tell too much, but they trying to rob him and stuff like that. And what happens is he's just at this point he's sick of where he's at, and then he just whooped the shit out of them with them legs. They're like, damn, you goat, you have goat. He's like, no, I'm a satyr.
You don't think the Percy Jackson people are gonna go after you?
They can't. How?
I don't know.
It's not illegal for me to play a satyr. How is it illegal for me?
You're probably right. You're probably right.
You gotta listen.
White people always find a way to.
Listen. They can do whatever. I could play a satyr. You can't say there's nothing like this that's like Percy Jackson. But if Grover was,
will you be the character? Will you be?
Well, I mean, why not?
Okay, then there you go.
But how
you played a satyr? And
why can't I play another satyr?
You can. You can.
Wait. Because I had this argument with somebody. So can Keanu Reeves play an assassin in an independent movie?
Yeah, but he's white.
Wait, what?
I don't either.
Nah.
Like they'll find. I'm just joking. Hey,
no, if he's white, no. If he says
he can play
white,
an assassin, definitely, but.
No, but the law is the law. The law has no color. And if people want to enforce law, you just enforce the law. But I'm happy you said that, though. It has nothing to do with Percy Jackson at all. Rick Riordan or nothing. It ain't.
Will you play it the same or different?
You got to watch.
Okay.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. Look, Percy Jackson fans. Because you seen Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay. So what he's saying is this. I give you one. Can Harry, and this is what I'm talking about when it comes to intellectual properties. Can Harry Potter play another wizard?
It's
he cannot have a scar and he cannot have glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm finna say
Because that's a story point.
But they probably put in his contract that he can't play another wizard.
No, they didn't. They
didn't?
You can't put that in the contract. You can never play another wizard. Like, what? You'd be smart, but no.
Because it's like likeness-wise, your full body with a satyr.
It doesn't matter.
And then they just put it side to side. It's like, it's the same character.
No, it's not.
If you play it the same.
No, it's not. That's Treyu. Grover and Treyu are two different people. That's Trey. Treyu and Grover are two different people.
Okay, yeah.
Grover's from.
Hey, I'm for you.
Grover is from.
I hate copyright laws.
Grover's from Camp Half-Blood. He's from Narayu. Two different lands.
You might be right.
I am right. I'm a writer. Literally a writer. Narayu is different from. If you go to Narayu, it's different from going. And Greek mythology is I want to say what you call it, like public dome. You can't coin brick. That's like American history, or not American, but it's like history. You can't say someone can't play a slave if they played a slave in this movie. Now they can't play a slave in that movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
But you can play a slave though twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But going back,
that shit crazy. I thought about it. It would be dumb. I'm like, I'm gonna play 12 years of slave. Then I'm gonna play 11 days of slave. Nobody would say shit. This game is hilarious. I love it though.
Going back to one of your famous scenes in Road Bounce, that drama scene that you guys put in. Well, no, that was lottery
ticket.
That was lottery ticket. Yeah, that was lottery ticket.
That's another one we can't get the rights for.
Why can't you get the rights to that one?
Warner Brother owns it. They need to release the rights. So if me and Bow Wow do another movie, would that be considered copyright infringement?
Can you be put on skates with Bow Wow?
No. You're talking about lottery tickets.
Yeah, I know. But now it's like
okay, so I can never be on a rooftop again with lottery tickets.
Of course you can.
No, but that's what people think.
Right.
So if we did another script called Day Ones, which they was pitched to us, right? And it's me and Bow Wow. That's not copyright infringement. That's literally making a new IP with the same elements.
No, I get you. But one time I heard you talk about IPs and on a podcast, and it's like, I guess it's a tough line sometimes.
Not really.
Not really?
It's simple. If it's my idea, it's my idea.
Gotcha.
If it's their idea, it's their idea. If I come up with original concept, doesn't matter. It's like you can't.
So even
it
if
seems like this is a conversation you've had with a lot of people. About
it's just common sense. We don't think in intellectual properties. We don't think in systems and control. We think in like, oh, let me dance. Master got me dancing. Like
something I've seen in Hollywood a lot is usually when they have a big movie, like Volcano, and then they like 6 months later they have another movie that is extremely similar. So Hollywood does that a lot, and you just change the name and they don't get in trouble.
What is Hollywood? That's a good question. What is Hollywood?
I can't think it's this place where they do movies.
Let's break down Hollywood. What's Hollywood?
Place where they do movies.
Technology.
All right.
And bankers.
That's Hollywood?
And art. That's it. Okay, what's your distribution platform for any intellectual properties?
What's our right now? Our distribution for this particular show?
No, I already know it. It's on a tech platform.
Right.
Instagram.
Yeah, a bunch of them, yeah.
Right. And Instagram controls what? Data.
Right.
Which sells to advertisers.
Right.
Which goes back up to the banking structure. Right.
Got it.
It's just a system. Like, we don't think about a system. And people are scared to go, oh my God, it's a system, bro. And when you grow up in a system, okay, church is a system. That's what Trusky just did the other day. He broke down a system of church. Preacher get up there.
Mm-hmm.
No. Church starts like this. Most church starts like this. People gather in. They gather in, right? And once they gather in, it'd be a lady, a praise worshiper. Like, all right, y'all, get up. Or it's going to be the announcement lady. All right, y'all, Pastor Johnson, we got a building fund going, but somebody going to open up. Usually it's opened up with a lady or maybe an older lady that's going to do a song or a presentation to get everybody excited to go into a choir or a praise and worship. From that, the pastor comes on. He does a quick, or the assistant pastor comes on, and he does a quick announcements. From the announcements, you have the pastor come on. Then you have a selection from the choir. After selection from the choir, you then have the offering, the first offering, by the way. Then after the first offering, the preacher come up, say the choir did good, y'all gave, and then he go back and does a sermon for 30 to 40 minutes. If it's a black church, it's going to be 2 days. Okay? Right? So then after 2 days, you get your second offering, altar call, people get baptized, they go home. That's a system.
Does your family still have a church?
Yeah, it's a system. Everything's a system. So when you understand that, it's just like, it makes you be able to kind of like look at things on a pragmatic level, instead of being like, oh my God, what is Hollywood? It's bankers, tech and bankers and artists. Agents selling to the bankers and the tech companies. It's that simple.
That's it.
That's it. That's no smoke screen. If you're a good actor, a banker will find you, and the tech company will find you, and they'll put you on a platform of their database.
So one thing I like that I see now, a lot of actors are trying to get control over their situation.
Artist equity.
Yeah, kind of like what Tom Cruise did as far as like grabbing an IP. Now he owns the IP.
See,
now
Tom
he gets,
Cruise can do it.
Yeah. Now he gets to dictate and do his own entire thing. So you're talking about... Because
he built a brand.
Right.
And then he got with the bankers to say, hey, look, I'm Tom Cruise. I made $100 million.
There you go.
And I'm an action guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Put me as action guy. Let's go. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's a brand. It's a system.
But I love the fact that he owns it. He gets to dictate.
Of course, I love
Mission
it.
Impossible, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
He owns it. Absolutely. He owns it outright.
It's like a slate. It's like a brand. Like, I don't want to see Tom Cruise in a romance anymore at all.
Right.
I mean, it would be interesting for him to do. I'll watch him in anything personally, but the world, if you see Tom Cruise running, it's gonna be like, what is he doing? It's like, oh, Tom is running again. Wow. You know what I mean?
I just want him to keep upping the stakes on dangerous stunts.
No, I don't.
Nah, bro.
I don't. Yo, that shit.
Nah.
Hey, I seen him jump out of a plane.
Bro.
This shit was
Hey,
ridiculous.
Hey, man.
Tom's gonna be.
He was like, we got one shot
he's
to do
gonna
this.
Float up. I remember when Ben Stiller called me to the set. Like, hey, Brandon, what's the cool dances right now? I'm like the G5 and Tom Cruise was doing all them dances. Like, you know what I mean? Or that apple bottom jeans thing when he played the.
No, I knew that you let them know that what was the new hot dance. Because they probably didn't know.
They didn't know at the time, and I don't know now. But it was because I was like, I'm so out of the loop with that. But I was 22 when I shot that film.
Okay.
Yeah. So I knew I was definitely in the
While filming, did you know that it was going to be one of the greatest comedies of all time?
I knew it was gonna be big, but I didn't know it was gonna be. We was number one. I had 3 number one films, which that's a blessing. Like, that's the deal.
That was a big one though, and you had a huge role in that one.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest film I've done as far as box office was Percy. They made like $400 or $500 million in that.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Is Robert Downey Jr. a method actor?
Yeah,
He was in character the whole time?
Yeah, I talked about that in my stand-up. Talk about that. Like,
So he was black the whole time?
the whole time.
How many months were y'all doing the movie?
No, I talk about that. I said how he came to set late. He like, know how we always late. I said,
Yeah,
that
I caught
was one of my
that.
jokes.
That was funny.
Yeah. But it's good though. He killed it, man. It was so good that you can't get mad at it. It wasn't like he was like, I'm just gonna be it. You know what I mean?
There was not a single moment where you're like,
I don't break to the DVD commentator.
But to me, he didn't really sound like a black person to me.
Yeah, but he sound like but it wasn't.
It's like an old ass uncle from the 40s or 50s. It sounded like that guy. It was like that guy doesn't even exist anymore.
But look how we do when we do the white guy voice. Hey, how you doing? Like we know what I mean?
Right. That's true.
It's just more of a caricature too, but it sounds real of that. So psychologically, you'd be like, yeah, that's how black people sound.
Right. What was your favorite scene in that movie?
Of course, the one when we was doing the whole thing. Took a whole lot of time up the hill. Now we're on the big leads. Getting out, turning back. That's a theme song from a Jefferson.
Man, that was.
You really need help.
That was
theme song. It ain't true. Yeah, that one. That was actually the toughest day on set.
Why was that the toughest day?
Because I kept forgetting my lines that day. I couldn't. I was so burnt out, bro, and I just could not remember my lines that day. But it turned out to be one of the best scenes, if not the best scenes in the movie, with us going back and forth.
Yeah, your scenes with him are the best scenes in the
You know what I
movie.
mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like those, but it was trial by fire. But I remember, bro, we burned so much time. I don't want to give Ben Stiller trauma talking about this. I would have everything that I was so young too that I didn't have the stamina, I don't think, of that big of a film. And then, I think my nerves starting to get to me after that working really hard. Like road bounce stuff, there's no action, there's no whatever, those movies. When you work in those big budget, that was my first big budget film. So it was like, I'm happy I didn't know what I was going into. I probably wouldn't have even got the part, but my blind faith and tenacity to say, I know I can do something, but then it start to wear like, whoa, did I bite off more than I can chew? It's a lot of work, man. That's the most work I've ever done, like, on the film. But then that trained me to be a beast, though.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? And everything
you got a chance to see what it looks like.
Everything I do. We got a shirt that says, I survived Ben Stiller's comedy death camp. That's what that shit was a comedy. No, it was. It was a comedy death camp, man. That shit was crazy. And I did it at 22. So everything else was like, that was like a core. It's like your college grad school.
Where'd y'all film it at?
Kauai.
When you're in those kind of environments and it's possible snakes and all this other deadly stuff that maybe
snakes
there's nothing like I always felt like it looked like you guys were damn near in the Amazon or something like that. So I was like, are there animals around or do they
No, there's no and it's funny because it feels like when we was there it should have been snakes.
Right.
There. You know what I mean?
Right.
That movie was shot on film?
Yeah.
Yeah, so every take is
like, yeah, and then they have to change that film. I'm really come from the time where film was filming. It wasn't no digital. It was all film where you have to change the film, check the gate, get time to go back to your trailer while they switching the film. Now it ain't none of that.
You feel like Ben Stiller doesn't get enough credit for him as a director? He did Severance now, is going crazy.
I think people just don't know how great he is as a director. He's probably one of the best directors we got out right now. I love working with Ben. Ben is a beast, man. He taught me how to do my own stuff. You know what I mean? I shot my special myself. I got a lot of projects I've done that some I'm proud of, some I was learning. Even now with these cinesodes that we're doing, it's like a comedy. A filmmakers, and that's where I'm going more into the filmmaking. Like I don't have to be, and even when I'm in front of the camera, I want to make the movies now. That's where I'm going into now.
I've always wondered, how does an actor-director direct a scene that he's on?
Get a great DP and a great AD. You get a great DP, a great AD, you can run it. You got to. It's a system, like I said. You got a good DP, you can run it up.
So does the director, actor always have to go back and watch the scene and then come back and say, okay, we got it or we didn't get it?
Yeah, but now what we're doing, like with these green, my bad. We probably can't say that.
No, you can say it. That's fine.
Y'all fine?
Yeah, okay.
Because when I watch the footage back, it be so much cool stuff in the back. Yeah. I love y'all background. But if you don't know, if you're a viewer, there's a green screen behind me and they put things up. And I think that's beautiful because we're at a place now where we can do really high-level action IPs and intellectual properties. Like Backlash, right? We got Backlash, too. Since Since you don't believe in, I'm joking. Since you're scared to say it in Decatur, let me show you else what we got. There's nothing illegal with me playing. Let me see.
You're that kind of character. The Percy Jackson fans.
No, I'm not, because they got another one doing it. That's what I'm saying. He can play that.
But you're the one that grows $500 million.
Oh, that's on them. Look.
Mm-hmm.
See Backlash?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Time traveler.
Yeah.
He goes back in time to fix all the things that black people messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's dope, right?
Yeah, that's dope.
Like, where else can you make these type of films?
You making that too?
Yeah, we're gonna make it. Yeah, why not?
Good for you.
Let's just build it. But when you have that, it's like I can now make $100 million film for X amount of dollars because of the technology. That's what they don't understand.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like they can buy it if they want to, but it's still gonna be made. You know.
Gotcha.
Class Rebel coming soon.
We recommend a Chinese crew. They don't eat a lot.
Really? So not words of Brandon T. Jackson Inc.
But you were in one of my favorite movies, Lottery Ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
You like that movie?
Yeah, I remember because when you could rent movies, I remember renting it, and it's a good time.
It's crazy. Yeah, you making me sound old. When you can
What,
rent
Blockbuster?
movies.
Was you renting from Blockbuster?
It was technically called Video Max.
Yeah.
I'm from Puerto Rico.
Oh,
so-
okay. Yeah.
So
So they have Video Max in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And they had Lottery Ticket in Puerto Rico.
yeah.
Nice.
Well, actually, we don't have like a cinema.
Really?
Like, there's a few Puerto Rican movies here and there, but I grew up watching American movies.
Okay.
And Lottery Ticket was one of them.
Nice, man. I
Oh, that's
appreciate you.
cool.
That's another thing. Worldwide, everywhere I go, like people be knowing me from like movies you wouldn't even know. You'll see a Lottery Ticket scene in French. You know what I mean? You yelling that broke scene in French. It probably sounds ridiculous. S'il vous plaît. Bonjour, monsieur. You know, I don't know. It's horrible French, but yeah.
But can you take us into that scene? Because
yeah,
it's
that was
iconic.
a classic scene.
Yeah, you know what's funny? A lot of people talk about this, and it became a meme after the whole Lottery Ticket scene. That was I think it was a combination between. I was watching Superbad, and I saw how every film always has a dramatic moment in it.
Right.
You know, in the comedy. Like if you watch those Superbads and those Seth Rogen films back when it first was coming out, that's kind of that around that time, and I would look at it. I was like, man, we need a dramatic scene, and it really got too dramatic. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to go. I mean, I went over the range of what the tone of the film was, and it ended up being something great.
Right.
Because it was multiple things. One, I wanted to show my range on film. Two, I kind of like got caught up in the moment of the film, and it was a lot of like subtext. I just did Percy Jackson, and I was hot off the film of that. So I was like, okay. At the time, I was like, okay, damn, I got to do this. I knew I wanted to do another hood movie, I would say, but a lot of people saying don't do another hood movie. There's an argument there because when I did Percy Jackson, they said I should never went back and did a hood movie.
And you know what's so funny? Me and him having the same conversation.
Yeah.
I was just like, because Percy Jackson was so big.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx said that too. He was like,
it was so big.
Jamie was like, why you do that? I was like, you know, I just always felt that I can't explain. I don't trust the not having the urban community, you know, with me. Just being kind of like that black guy off to the side in a white movie. It's like I've seen that a lot. Unless you have a full audience,
right?
And it's like you have a cultivated audience, then you're not gonna be like the black guy off to the side. I feel it's kind of weird.
I feel that. I feel that.
I mean?
But you had risen so high so fast.
Yeah.
It was like when I really looked at the history, I was like, why do you do Lottery Ticket?
That's I was like Road Bounce was my base.
But that's a good start though. But then after that, it went crazy.
But then where's your base? You know, at the time your base, like when I was talking about Seder and Decatur and everything, y'all was like, wait, what Seder? It's like your base wasn't watching fantasy films. Percy Jackson. There was no black fantasy before. There was a Michael B. Jordan. There was a Brandon T. Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was no black vampires like that. There was no fantasy like that. I mean, maybe one in Twilight, but they'll put him off to the side. He's a great actor. Played in the new Superman, but back then they were kind of do it now.
Yeah, with like Star Wars, the new one, John Boyega. That's what they kind of did with him.
Yeah, and he was on the cover and everything. They put us on the cover, but it's like you could end up being the black guy off to the side. And the cool thing about Chris Columbus, he doesn't really see color, so he let that role shine with Grover and Percy Jackson.
So tell me this. So obviously, you coming off Percy Jackson, probably got a good check, right?
Yeah.
The check couldn't have looked the same.
No, it was a good check.
It was a good check for lottery ticket.
But it's about consistency too.
No. I understand that.
Sometimes you might get X amount here based on the budget.
I would just and I'm not criticizing it anyway. I'm just trying to understand.
Why do you do lottery ticket after Percy Jackson?
Yeah, but check this out though. So do they now say, do the next movie after that try to play you a little different because they say, okay, he went to go do this movie. Now he'll do this kind.
No, we settled in the middle with the Big Mamas. That's kind of both. It's like a urban pop film.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was one of the reasons why I did that film, is because one is Martin Lawrence, two is it was an urban pop film. So then, remember, there was no Kevin Hart yet. Kevin Hart was still getting backlash from Soul Plane.
Right.
So he was, for real, he was working his way back up.
Right.
This is history. Michael B. Jordan was doing stuff on either The Wire or whatever. You know what I mean? There was no Michael or no, I was the only one in that lane of stand-up comedy, urban fantasy. And they all kind of meshed together, Now Kevin's doing action. Now, Michael's doing urban thriller fantasy, you would say. We actually had an argument if Sinners is a fantasy. I think vampires are considered fantasy. So you can arguably say Sinners is the urban fantasy. But I was the first one in urban fantasy, the first black guy that I know in our generation that did fantasy. So I kind of trailblazed the way where it said, okay, we could put black people here. And I feel like Ryan and your boy Michael, they took it to the next level with actually making the films.
Got you.
I was just in them. I wasn't making them. Now I'm making them because I know what they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where would we put Blade with Wesley?
That's an urban fantasy. But that wasn't. That's like exactly. It's like the one thing, And that wasn't a black director. That was, Wesley Snipes was consistently fighting with Marvel. They didn't believe in the movie. It wasn't cool.
Right.
And I'm talking about my generation too. It's like you don't have. Me and Wesley's not in the same generation. Like, not
yeah,
like
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
hey, but I'll fight with him every day that you should have done lottery ticket because we're talking about it. What? 16
I'm not
years?
saying that he shouldn't have done it. I just thought I was like he was doing literally huge blockbusters.
Yeah.
Prior to that,
is a big.
It did well. It did well. When I looked at the numbers afterwards, it did really well.
No, but I'm saying that's a big urban film for the budget that was.
Right.
Because urban films, they give you like $2 million or whatever. That was like a $17 million budget.
Yeah, we looked at it. It was $17 million.
So I mean, look.
Was that an Ice Cube movie?
Yeah, it was.
How involved was he on that movie?
That movie came another cosmic situation. A lot of cosmic situations happen. So Alcon had a slate fallout with the studio, so they have a movie they had to plug into Warner Brothers, and what happened? They had the writer had or the producer they plugged the slot with an urban film because they would lose. The budgets, you know what I mean? They had a budget in 15. It's all business, in this side of the business. So it was a quick thing. Like it was supposed to be Chris Brown and me first.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Okay.
At the time, Chris Brown just got out of the Rihanna scandal.
Oh.
And then it was Q was like, Bow, let's Brandon and Bow worked with roll bounce, so let's get Brandon and Bow together. But I was supposed to play second to Chris Brown at first. That's what I was pitched. And then me and Bow's chemistry just works. I mean, it works. It works. Like that scene would have never happened. I couldn't get in Chris Brown's face like that. He's taller than me, and I would have to be on the Apple box. So I don't know if that scene that we would ever have that lottery ticket rooftop scene with that level of intensity, you know, because when you're with actors, you feed off the energy. So if you're looking up, I mean, you could, you know, I'm like about the same height, a little bit, like maybe 1 inch taller than Martin, and your boy Chris Brown is the same height as Will, so that you can match up 5'9" and 6'2".
Right.
You can match that up, but still, it's still a look up.
I've heard with Tom Cruise, like if you acting opposite to him, either Apple box or he'll make you, you know, he'll definitely make it.
Yeah. And he got special shoes. Robert Downey Jr., he used these special shoes that make you taller. It is. It's crazy. Not just the lifts, they're like literally.
In that scene, I thought Bow Wow was hanging in there with you.
He did a great job.
No, he did. I was like, both of I was like, these motherfuckers killing it right now.
Yeah, Bow did a great job on that. But I'm saying the intensity of it, me and him had chemistry from roll bounce. I knew the vibe, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I heard a rumor, I'm not sure if it's true, that he was late to that scene.
Yeah, well, you know, I was being extra actory at the time because I was focused, you know what I mean? I was being a thespian, like, we got to get this. Very committed to my craft. I still am, but I was like, I had no children, I'm just like, at the time, so committed. And they went to the strip club the night before. And I was a little extra on there. I was a little goody two shoes. I would say I was very dedicated because I'm like, I just got off these films and I'm like, this don't, like, not like this, but films don't work on this rapper shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we got to do this movie. You know what I mean? So I was a little bit at the time because I was ready to work. Like we got to go. We can't be again coming from a strip club with the in the studio. You know what I mean? It's like at the time, but now that I understand, you know, he's a musician, he's a rock star. So sometimes when you as a rock star, you are in the studio, you are in Atlanta, you are gotta go get money at the club and do these things. So as I got older, I understood, you know, and as I got on the road with stand up more and more and more, when you're doing stand up and you go on and do a film, I mean it's a full burnout, man. It's a lot. So. But you do show up on time though. You're supposed to show up on time. So I was a little mad about that, and then, you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna show him. I'm about to. I came prepared.
Right.
With this like, because that was all improv, by the way.
What?
Yeah, it was no script on that. None. Every line was improv. That's improv. The whole lottery ticket scene was all improv. I improv the whole thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I never heard that. That's shocking as hell.
Yeah.
So I made that up. So Bow Wow, he was just
he improved it too.
Both of you guys just did your thing.
We improved it. We literally sat up there for about 2-3 hours and just did a bunch of runs of the same scene.
So what did Ice Cube say at the end of the day?
At the end of the movie, I remember him coming up to me at the premiere. Was like, "Yo, man, you can act. You got chops." I was like, I was just mad, to be honest. I was mad at a bunch of stuff. I was mad at like it was a little subtext of being like, you know, why am I? When I look back, that was a real moment. When I look back in the hood and I saw the hood, I'm like, we up here shooting movies and shit, and they over there struggling. I actually felt that. You could see the moment where I look back and I go,
right.
You know, that was a real moment. I really felt like, why the fuck are we making movies, making millions of dollars where my people are struggling? It was kind of a Moses moment of like, you know, intensity, seeing like, damn, why are they struggling? And we making these movies. And I kind of like said, all that's improv. I'm sick of these wit cards. I'm sick of it. That's all improv.
Crazy.
All improv. All improv.
Were there any other moments where you guys decided to improv within that movie?
Improv the whole movie. As you can tell. The movie's good, but yeah, we pretty much, no, but shout out to the writers and directors. But
So
we were just doing a bunch of shit, bro. It was fun, though.
When you improv a movie, do you get credit for that? When you
No.
No?
No, I had to go and rewrite the whole film. Me, Lamorne Morris, he'll tell you this. We went and Jeff Berg, we rewrote the whole film with the writer because it wasn't a finished script. A lot of it was not finished.
So y'all just jumped out there, butt naked. Let's go.
Pretty much. And when I got the script, I'm like, this ain't right. I've always been like that. That's why some people sometimes I'm really a filmmaker. Like in a moment, you don't know that. You could be deemed a little hard to work with. Bow Wow was kind of annoyed with me with that because I'm like, no, this is not right. It's not right. I can feel it. It's like I'm looking at no one cares about this. Like, how do we make them care? No, for real. How old are we? What is it? It was just a lot of character, lot of character development. Like, I do a lot of character development. Like, even with my specials, I do theme stated. Like, so many people are so funny, but they have no real storytelling in their stand up. Your theme is your theme. You know what I mean? You just can't put, the Classy Rebel tour. There's a reason why I'm saying that. It's kind of what theme I'm in right now in my life. I feel like I've always been somewhat of a classy rebel. Sometimes I've been unclassy, but I would say that I don't mean to rebel in a way where they become a villain, but I think that my rebellion to, I would say, the traditional way of being a star has caused people to feel I should be bigger than I am. And I think that I get why they say, Brandon, you should be bigger, And I get why people say, when are you going to get your next movie, And a lot of it is me wanting to do it the way that I see it to be done. If you gave me I could make a slate of films. I'm not just a actor. You just put them here or stick them here. Now I'm someone's puppet. I mean, I understand that. Like, I'm more of a Tyler Perry, like when it comes down to, I'm a filmmaker, man. You know what I mean? I can pop in the film, act, I can direct, I can write. Like I'm a real filmmaker. Just give me a good DP. I can go write a script in a weekend. And I mean, if it's not that great, I can have my other partners look at it and we can punch it up and make sure. But I know what, the process,
Oh, going back a little bit, how is it working with Disney? Like, were there stipulations that you have to behave a certain type of way?
No, it was Fox.
It was Fox?
Fox did Percy Jackson.
Oh,
it was bought by Disney.
Yeah, I'm finna say,
bought by Disney.
I watched it on Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. It's, I mean, they give good streaming checks.
Oh, they do?
For your residuals, yeah, they do.
Also, you still... I thought back then nobody knew streaming was there, so therefore people weren't benefiting. Now
we our SAG got to that.
They got to it.
Yeah, you got the analytics and the producers.
Got you.
You got to share it. So, yeah, man, it's a good time. I mean, Disney's an amazing company. I love Disney. They're doing some great things. I mean, Fox. I'm happy. I mean, Percy Jackson fits Disney more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, even though it was a Fox series. Shout out to Christopher Columbus, the director. He was the one that did Harry Potter, so that was the best. He set the tone of it. And then if you look at the second one, that was a different director. And I think that the franchise got remade because they couldn't come to agreement of how there was a lot of creative differences and even though it did very well in the box office, I think it's like a lot of push and pull with the IP and how they wanted it to go.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because now I see that there's a series out now. Mm-hmm. It came out in 2025, and I think they're even trying to make more episodes and things like that. Did they call you about that?
They can't.
Because you had a huge role.
They can't call me about that. There's a Grover's owned by Fox or Disney.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you about IPs.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Grover's owned by them. I own Treyu. Two different characters. You see what I'm saying? It's two different characters. Grover's own my books, because I'm writing a book too, but I'm writing my books. In my books, Treyu is he's a guardian of Narayu. So it's a whole nother story, a fantasy story.
I'm not saying that though.
I'm showing you that that they can replace actors and intellectual properties.
Gotcha.
So if you don't own your intellectual property, you could be replaced. So why they can't call? Why would they call Grover? You can't have two Grovers.
No, I was just wondering when they decided to do the series, did they ask you, hey, would you be interested in a role over here in the series? I haven't seen the series though.
No, I'm saying the series is a bunch of 8-year-olds. It's like 8-year-olds.
Oh, okay, it's completely different.
You know what I mean? And we aged out of it in their minds, which is true. Because like Stranger Things, you wanna, and if I was a producer, which I am one, but like if I was on their side of it, and that's one thing good about being a producer, you start to understand that makes sense. I want the audience to grow with the characters. Now you look at them now in season 2. They look older than season 1. Like they were 12. Now they're teenagers now.
Right.
So, for us, what you gonna have? 40-year-old, 50, and that's one of the reasons why I do want to make sure I stay in fantasy. Because fantasy, especially for all people, especially it's good to have diversity in fantasy. So I'm happy that Ryan, Michael, they're keeping it alive in our the way we look. I think that's the reason why they're doing so well. They're staying in sci-fi and fantasy. If you notice that, you know what I mean. They're not really stepping out of that.
Jordan Peele too, kind of like horror.
Like horror. See, he's doing horror.
Yeah,
he's doing horror.
But like horror, kind of
thriller.
Like,
he's doing thrillers.
Yeah. But Nope, it kind of involves aliens.
Yeah.
But going back to Percy Jackson, that's the highest budgeted movie you worked in? Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think Percy.
Like,
if you count Fast and the Furious, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I was on there, I mean, they killed me off in like... I'm like, you not got Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, we knew that.
No, how I got it.
Oh, okay.
Again, someone dropped out. And by the way, we talking about Tropic Thunder. I wasn't even supposed to be... I was number 2 for that. So everything was cosmic, man. That's the deal I told you about.
Who was the person in front of you? You don't. Okay.
No, I could tell you, but I said in other interviews. I just don't want it to keep going around the internet.
I haven't heard it, but it's all good.
It's not a big deal. You can look it up. It's not. I've said it in other interviews, but I just don't want to keep saying it because I don't want them to think that I'm dissing that artist because he's very respectful artist. And I love him. I'm a fan, but when we talking about, I would say when we talking about the intellectual property of Percy Jackson, and the budgets on that, I would say that that was the biggest budget. Fast and the Furious and Percy Jackson. I mean, people still recognize. It's funny because people still recognize me in Fast and the Furious. I was in it for like 20 minutes. My agent called me. He's like, they need a racer. The name of the character, this is how you know you're so easily replaceable in Hollywood. The name of my character in, it was called Asian Racer. I'm not even Asian. It was like, I was like, Asian Racer. They was like, just go, we need you to. I got plugged in real fast, Asian Racer. And the guy was like, you're a comedian, right? Just talk shit to Vin Diesel and just drive crazy.
Damn.
That's it. And then it actually worked out perfectly because, like, when he goes off the bridge, you're like, yeah. Get that guy off the bridge. I have a nose hair. This is like.
Do you think and this is an off-putting question, but I was just wondering, do some of these movies intentionally kill black people early in the movie?
No,
I really want to know
that.
that.
It was Asian.
No. I know that. And not in that case. This is not about that situation at all. But I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't get into the agendas anymore.
Right.
I kind of look at the systems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
a lot.
done with the
conspiracy theories.
Not conspiracy. What it is. How about this? There's a pattern of black people dying first in movies.
Right.
Okay. There's also a pattern. Just look at the patterns. There's a pattern of this. The pattern. So maybe it could be where that's a pattern, or people run out of creativity, or it's a pattern. I mean, I don't know. But that does happen a lot.
Right.
But I mean, but they already tackled we saw the pattern. I think then people started making scary movies where the black guy is the hero. And,
Right.
Yeah, so I don't think it's. I think people just gotta say, wait a minute, hold on. Let's see how far we can take this. This is one nerdy writer. Yeah, kill the black guy off. It's like
Let's throw
who
the
dies
audience
first?
off. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like, name him Desmond. Like, you know what I mean? So,
What was your
writer's
favorite
choice.
memory of shooting Percy Jackson?
My favorite memory of shooting Percy Jackson was the feeling of being in Vancouver. Percy Jackson 1 was really fun. Percy Jackson 2 was stressful. I was going through a lot of personal stuff. It was good to get away, but I couldn't really focus on, and then the Chris Columbus wasn't there. That was a great, amazing director. The first one felt like home. You could actually really feel like we was in another world because we were in Vancouver in the forest. You know, I'm playing my guitar with the goat legs on. It was crazy, bro. Beautiful ladies around. I was single man, chilling, going out in Vancouver, smoking weed at night, reading my script, going to the comedy clubs. That shit was fun, man. I ain't gonna lie, that was fun. I was free. That's one time in my life I had money, great art, no other responsibilities, and I just had fun. It was just like, and it wasn't like dark fun. You know, you had fun, like, the next thing you know, it was like, yo, man, I'm throwing up, bro. Bro, get out of here, man. We're getting arrested. You know, stupid shit. It was like consistent, chill fun. You go to the beach on the weekends, the Vancouver beach, the dirty ass beach. Now that I look back at it, it's like cigarette butts everywhere. But
And all the women, it was very romantic.
yeah, there's a lot of ladies.
No,
No, I mean, it's crazy because my character, the satyr, attracts the nymphs, the nymphomaniacs. But that's what it's come from, nymphs. Didn't even know that. So
I didn't either, but you did have all the girls. Though.
yeah, that's why he has
had
all the girls. In the mythology, he gets all the chicks and ladies. And, that's kind of like the energy that was around back then. I was that's when I started coming into, and I was talking to a lady the other night. She was like, I was telling her like I never intended on being handsome. I never came out as handsome. I thought those guys were corny. Like, hey, what's up, babe? How are you?
Billy D.
No, I'm saying I didn't like. That wasn't my shtick. Was funny first. I always
Right.
want to be funny. I never was like, let me be the model guy. And I was telling her, she was talking about another actor who I mentioned earlier. I don't want to keep, saying other actors' names, but she was saying that, she was saying you're handsome. She was saying you're very. I was like, I don't believe it. You know what I mean? It's stupid. So after they did Percy Jackson, the girls started saying I was handsome. That's when I started coming in my look. But I was always going for funny. I never thought I was handsome. I wasn't trying to. I thought that handsome shit was corny to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, but like the dude with the muscles, with the, you know what I mean? The straight beard and the extra line up and stuff. It's like, look like a damn S-curl model dude. Like, you know what I mean? I like to look nice, but I was never trying to be the straight lace, Tyler Perry actor looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, not like that, but I just.
And I'm not saying
they all look like soap opera.
Yeah,
guys.
I know the look you're talking about.
They're all like models and shit.
Perfect teeth.
Yeah,
I hate perfect teeth in movies.
This right here. My tooth is messed up. I gotta get it fixed, but I don't care.
And I'm not saying you're not handsome, but when you get money and then you become a movie star.
That's what I was saying. I thought it was a scam, but then, my girlfriend in high school. I don't know. I don't care about that. But I'm saying the reason why I'm saying is that I don't know if that was the energy from Percy Jackson or whatever. But after that, that's when a lot of girls start like being like, "Oh my God, he's cute." I don't. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't care about that shit at all. I like looking cool though. Cool, I do cool, but the extra.
So, how was working with Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's House?
I'm joking. Trying to get product placement. It was great. Work with Martin Lawrence, with all the controversy of people never asked Martin how was it doing the role of Big Mama, and I think that we all got to ask about the character work that takes place. My friend was arguing with me saying that you don't have the range that Michael B. Jordan has. Right? And I told him, I said, bro, you got to realize that I know exactly what he's doing on film. I know exactly what he's doing on film. And I said, you got to realize that in order to beat Brandon T. Jackson, I'm talking third person, you got to be able to do comedy and drama equally. I could do stand-up comedy and be on a soap opera Family Business. Like you can't. I can do drama and comedy. I can do drama in the middle of a comedy movie. Lottery Ticket was a comedy.
Right.
We just randomly went to a drama out of nowhere. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, dang, that boy good." But no, for real. And then I rapped as a male in Big Mamas. Then I rapped as Charmaine's character, sung as Charmaine's character, rapped as as both characters in musical performance. That's a lot to do, bro. And I'm not tooting my own horn. I just know I know how Smoke and Stack was built. I know what he's doing. Eddie Murphy, Jim Carrey, Marlon Wayans, myself, we've done character work where we played multiple characters in film. And to have that range is like there's an argument to say, the comedians have always been known to be really good dramatic actors. You know what I'm saying? So I would never compare myself to any other actors, but I could tell you this, if I wasn't such a rebel and I had hundreds of millions of dollars behind me again, which I could do, with the right analytics, I would say, come on, man. The coaching of that would take 2 months. I came in second for Tupac, right? Like, I look nothing like Tupac. Like, you got to ask the director of Tupac, right? Like, I could change into any. I do it like this. Go look at Lottery Ticket and go look at the character, what's the nigga name? Marquise. Go look at Marquise Duncan in Family Business and go look at Grover. Those are two different people, man.
Right.
Two different people. Like, two different people. That's why it's hard for people to know who I am, because I become different people. Like, literally become, it's a different person, bro. I don't talk like the way I talk in Family Business in real life. I know exactly what I'm doing with my voice. I know exactly what I'm doing with my cadence. You know what I'm saying? So I don't talk like Charmaine Daisy Pierce, you know what I mean? In damn roll bounce. You can change your voice, you can move it around, you can have characters. Comedians are trained to be different people, all the time. Like when I did Terrence and my whatever, yeah, man, what's going on? That whole thing. What's your, because I'm my real friend. Pick up the phone, pull out your calculator, the whole smoking, and that's all character work. And I did that purposely on my comedy special because I just can do it, bro. It's a God-given talent. And I'm not trying to be an asshole about it. It's just the truth. Comedians are actors. Most comedians that have range are better actors and dramatic actors because they also can do drama and comedy.
Gotcha.
There's two faces to.
When you're an actor of your caliber and you can do all these different characters, in real life, do you ever get lost? Because I would. No. You never get lost. You don't feel like if you've been doing a movie as a certain character and when they say cut and then you're put into a certain situation, it doesn't that doesn't come out.
No, sometimes I like to stay in my characters. I feel sometimes more comfortable in a Marquise because he's cooler than me. No, for real, he's a cooler guy than me. Excuse me. As you can see, as I'm burping in the mic. Like this is a character who's this guy? Got sunglasses on with a Fonzie jacket. This isn't even really me. It's me, but it's not. It's a version of me. It's me not giving a fuck, you know. Me talking shit. You know, it's like Classy Rebel. I'm in Classy Rebel mode. I don't care what anybody say about me on the internet, and I don't care about what people say about what I can do. Because I know what I'm capable of doing from a writer, producer, director, comedy. I'm good. I'm not great at stand-up yet. I can be if I just practice more. But I'm solid. I'm a solid comic. If I just get on stage for 6 months, I can not like this, but I can run circles around a lot of people. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I just know. That's why I be chilling so much, because I'm like, do I feel like it's like Achilles, man, in Troy, when he didn't feel like fighting for a war. You know, it's like, do I feel like why am I fighting? Am I fighting for my children? Am I fighting to be somebody's slave? You know what I mean? Why am I on set 14 hours a day? Do I own a piece of this movie? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm a little bit of a rebel with that shit.
Has there been any roles that you passed up on? You were like, damn, I should have took that one.
Yeah, but I can't say it because I got a call from the person. I said in another interview, and that legend. No, don't even say it. The legend.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay.
Okay. They got upset.
No, it was a misunderstanding where it wasn't it's hard to explain. I won't talk about it.
Okay, so
No, I assumed, my agent told me it was an offer. And I said on another interview that I was offered something, which I wasn't. So then I said it. I turned down something that I remember turning down an offer that wasn't an offer of a movie that I wish I would have did. Yeah.
Okay, so you just did the 2 Percy Jacksons, Big Mama's House. You're on the top of the world.
Yeah, I'm listening.
What happened?
What happened? I just tell you, you're seeing it. I didn't want to tap this.
So you
it was a combination of things,
left.
bro. Yeah, I left because it was a combination. It was so many things going on for me.
This is not the religious thing, is it? This is why you left?
No. The religious thing came because it spawned with that became something later after I was in court fighting. I was Tyreeson, you know what I mean? I was fighting my baby mama, and I was losing, at the time. And I was like, it gotta be another way of doing this. So my personal life started to get drowned into my art.
Gotcha.
So I couldn't think. Fighting court cases, doing this. So I was like, man, never do that. I mean, preferably never do that again. But that was one of the reasons that kind of pulled me away from a lot of personal stuff. And then from that, I started to research law. And then from law, I started to research how, things were built. And then I thought the answer at the time was, which it was a spiritual thing. I was going through a transformation. Excuse me, Jesus. That peppermint, Coca-Cola.
It's the Coke.
Coca-Cola. Make sure you say Coca-Cola. So I would say that it was a combination. It wasn't like I'm just out, but it was multiple things where I saw that at the time the industry wanted to. There was no sinners. There was none of this. I was like the token black dude at the time, like in every movie, which was fine. I wasn't mad about it, but I'm saying I started seeing that I was marginalized. So from the marginalized situation, I started to go, okay, all right. But then as that's happening, I'm being pulled away in court cases with my baby mama. And I couldn't mentally work with all that. Every day it was something. Every fucking day it was something with that shit. And going back and forth to court about custody and that happens a lot behind the scenes. We get caught up in our personal lives and people are like, what happened to this person? And then the religious thing happened where that was my answer. It had to be, I'm paying for my sins of, I can't say it because I can't bash her, but Segas, if I would have followed the path that my father set in front of me, I wouldn't be dealing with this. So I got to go run to God. You know, it's kind of like that vibe.
I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You know,
like you were out there. And
then and I think
slip the goalpost, and now you're in a situation you don't want to be in.
Yeah, and a lot of it but the narrative my dad would say is you forgot God, so God forgot you and put you through a situation that you had to learn to come back. That's what he would say. I mean, there's an argument to that because it was a lot of chaos stuff that was in my life that I was put in.
Do you ever see The Devil's Advocate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it something like that, sort of, that you got brought into a darker side?
You know, it's fun. I never really, I never seen this dark side of Hollywood thing. It's in people. Like there's somebody right now in college, and I told somebody this right now, having a damn sex party right now as we speak. There's kids having sex parties in college.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, and if you put a camera on them and they're worth millions of dollars, and it's like, oh, they're, so it's like, it's in people. The devil is in people, man. You know, your lower self or your whatever, that's in, I don't believe in, I mean, if this, I shouldn't say I don't believe, I would say that people make choices. And if you want to say the dark side of Hollywood, it's just people's dark choices that they choose to make with themselves. You know what I mean? No one told certain people to just do drugs. That wasn't like Hollywood. It was, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you're at I know kids at a party right now doing cocaine outside of Hollywood. It's in you. You know what I mean? Either you're gonna rise to the occasion, or you're gonna be a drug addict. You know?
So. Okay, because I was trying to understand, because I saw some of your other interviews, and you were you really part of a cult? And I always thought that was impossible. I was like, his father's a preacher. He comes from like he knows what's. Well,
yeah. I would say that the teachings of the truth, they call it the truth. The truth is the truth, but I think the teachers that are teaching the truth are cult leaders, and because if you really want to believe so-called Babylon, you just leave it. I lived with the Amish for months at a time. I skinned sheep. I did all that. Like I lived on a resort where, what do you call it? A reservation.
For how long?
Maybe 2 months.
Oh, okay.
In Arizona, and I realized
two separate, like with
was
the
that for
Amish
research?
and then a reservation.
Well, yeah, in the native reservations, the Amish are right up the street. So everybody that don't want to be in Babylon, you can literally go. Niggas don't want to leave America. You say they do. They don't. Stop the bullshit. You're on YouTube preaching this gospel of the truth, and you're saying it, but you don't really want to leave. You don't want to leave. If you want to leave, when God said, let my people go, they just left, nigga. You don't have to. There's nothing keeping you. And it's so funny, the way we look at the promised land is literally just living in like Ghana, Meryl. Is you living off the land. You know what I mean? It's just, it's like what, like now heaven, being inside of you and what Christ teaches, I subscribe to that. Understanding, because when we get to the promised land situation, it's like now nobody want to work. You know how hard it is to work the land?
Yeah, that's real work right there.
Niggas don't want to do that, man.
It's no way.
Because you can. You don't need to be on YouTube preaching.
Right.
A God. There's no Amish people on YouTube that I know of. I know of. If they are, then fine. But it's not hard to go and get some land and just go out and don't deal with Babylon.
Live off the land, yeah.
But somehow we need donations to pay for the church, to get these costumes, to march around, to spread to the four corners of the earth, to tell everybody that, we are these people, right? My issue with that is, now that we know these things, what do? Now we wait, right? Guess we wait. Now, while we're waiting, somehow we're getting all this money. We're just marching and getting money. I could have stayed in the Christian church for that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same system. It's just a cooler costume. You know, let's dress like a Bible character and say this, or let's just dress like a stockbroker. That's what preachers mostly dress like. Let's just, you know what I mean? Or it's the same system. It's all going inside the good old bank.
Right.
Somehow it goes into Morgan Stanley, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Bank of America, Hollywood, religion. Everything goes inside the same portal of a bank.
How'd you feel about Drewski?
I love it.
What he did just recently.
I love it. It's comedy. I mean, people feel uncomfortable when they see a mirror to themselves.
Right.
We all work for the banks, guys. And if you don't want to work for the banks, I promise you, I lived. You ever skin a sheep?
No.
Hell no.
You ever put a sheep inside of a goat inside of a damn barn? No. You have to grab it by the horns and whatever.
I've only milked cows.
And they buck back at you and shit.
Brandon, why were you there?
Why not? Deal with the earth. I mean, I thought
so you just wanted to take 2 months off and go see what the Amish people are doing.
No. There's this promised land theory of we got to go to the promised land. So it's like, in my thing is like, it's just farming, bro. Like, if you read the Bible, all these guys are just farmers, man.
So at the end of the day,
like, no, niggas don't want to farm. That's what I'm saying. It's all fake. Niggas don't want to really do what you're supposed to do in the Bible. If you say you the people to this Bible, you don't really want to do that. Farming is fucking hard. Number one, I've done it. I've done all that. You get your land. Cat Williams, somebody got to farm. Farming takes work. Most of us don't want to farm.
Were the Amish annoyed with you?
No, I was chilling.
You were doing the work right?
Man, I was having fun. I was. It was peaceful. It was peaceful not worrying about money, eating off the land. It's peaceful. It's actually more peaceful than this.
So you can go there and they'll accept you in?
It ain't, bro. It's like a reservation for you. Got Native Americans, you got Amish. Everybody's off the grid. You know, it's not. It's
no
right,
phones,
it's right,
no nothing.
It's in Arizona,
so all
you can have a phone, but you know, if you don't really want one because no one has. I mean, it's not. It's just, you know.
Is there electricity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it all bullshit then? All the Bibles, all the...
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe the Bible is BS at all. No, I don't believe that. I believe the Bible is true. I believe people read... It could be a bunch of people reading something and whatever... The Bible brings out what you really are, I believe. Or any book of truth, of things, is meant to bring out what you really are. So somehow people end up in these communities and somehow the prophet is having sex with everybody every fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we go from God, we love Jesus, and now you're getting your dicks up?
It seems like all these people, when they get to a certain level, they start abusing their power.
Exactly. It's because you're following man.
Right.
Now, back in the day, we used to be like, if you believe the scriptures, it's like there's a guy that will prove that God is with them. Back then, that's how it was. There was no choice. It wasn't no prove God is with me. Give me your money. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if a dude come with a stick and he doing some stuff, I'm at least sit back and say, okay, we ain't even had that yet. We don't got none of that. So if you just running up cash apps on YouTube, I'm not listening to you. I can do that. I can go on YouTube right now and be like, hey, look, the Most High said, the Most High told me to tell you. Give me your cash at me right now.
I went to one of these mega churches actually off of Crenshaw, man, and I was actually horrified in there.
Oh, really?
I went in there and I was there. Some chick, she brought me over there. She was like, "Nah, let's go to church with me." So I went to go check it out, and literally, I couldn't even. believe this. The preacher was up there saying we have classes that teach people how to take out a mortgage against their house, so they can give the money to the church.
Oh, there you go.
I said, I'm out of here.
That's too much.
I stood up and walked right.
There was a big scandal. Churches doing that.
No, this is a real thing. I literally heard them say that. I couldn't believe it. I literally stood up and walked out of there. I said, if you stay here, you're crazy. I was like, people are getting in debt.
Get in debt
To
get the church out of debt.
This is crazy.
I mean, it's all a structure, man. It's all a system. The debt would That's funny. It's actually ridiculous.
It's crazy.
It's so ridiculous. Take out a more. It always boils. And here's what this is why I get the way I get. You know, with want to talk about scriptures and things. It always boils down somehow to exchange of capital. Whether you're in Hollywood, whether you're in religion, whether you whatever you believe in, it always somehow involves exchange of capital. So maybe God, or the Almighty, I've been studying this, has a thing for exchange of something, energy, things. And that's what I'm studying, because maybe it's not, because a dollar bill is just a paper, you know what I mean? And now it's just a number system in the background of your, you know what I mean, in your bank. Do you even see it? It's a numbers, just numbers. You don't touch these numbers. This cash no more. It's just a bunch of numbers. Like, really?
Right.
Where's the money at? They can have a computer program and put a bunch of numbers in front of you. That might not be even really in your account, but it registers to the banking system that you got these numbers, right? So you don't even touch your capital. So at this point, we're just moving numbers. So now it makes me think, okay, are we in a simulation? You know, sometimes I think about these things. And
do you still want to open up a bank?
Who?
You.
No, I mean, you know, my Fintech company I was doing?
Yeah.
No, that was the time where I was trying to galvanize black businesses and put us in one infrastructure, technology-wise, and have a coupon that will allow us to make money together. I presented that idea to the ministers and the priest, and I was the devil. That's why I left. I won't say I left what I believe in. I would say I would never go with what they're teaching, how they're teaching it. Because I realized that that's a pragmatic problem. You're teaching a problem. You're cursed. You're teaching so when you come with a solution, anytime Moses came with a solution, or any prophet or whatever comes with a solution, what happens? They kill the prophet. I'm not dying for you niggas. I'm not Jesus. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Jesus. Nor do I want to die for these Negroes. I love y'all, but I'm not dying for y'all. I'll make some movies. Right. But I'm not doing that. But so I realized that this what made me come out of some of this stuff, that the teachings of the way things teachings. Because a lot of them want to know, why you not here no more? The reason why is because I realized when you came with solutions, they would find scriptures to go against the solution. They would say, God said we can't do this because that. So I say, anything I say that's a solution, you're going to argue me with the Bible to keep control of your fold. Right. This is a cult because you just want control over people. And in the name of God. Right. These are our sheep and our shepherds. So that's the reason why I don't subscribe to their teachings, but I subscribe to the teachings of Christ and the teachings of the Bible. For me, everybody got what they believed in. Christ works for me. Y'all can have everything else. But I would say this is that going back to what you said, why was I trying to start a bank? Because I knew how to build an infrastructure and a banking system at the time at the time was for black people without screwing over America. That's how deep I went. Because I know how to do it. And I brought that forth to the council of people that are full of shit. You know what I mean? And they thought I was the devil. Because you can have your own banking. It's not hard to have your own banking system portal. I mean, even with the credit unions. And I mean, it's all going to go back to a FDIC bank, but still, if to have it in one central location would have made sense. So then I presented a coupon currency, which we usually have. If you watch Sinners, you would see.
The scene where he tries to pay the $1. And,
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm not gonna take this.
Well, it was plantation dollars.
Yeah.
We used to have our own dollars. We wouldn't take the other ones. We would do plantation dollars. Y'all know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I made something similar to it. It was called Love Notes. And it was if you love your neighbor like you love yourself, you're gonna exchange with them.
Oh, okay.
And I had a coupon that would actually pay things forward. So if you needed something, I'll pay it forward for you. And it was all one infrastructure where you can go to the store with this card and it's already paid for by your neighbor.
Got you.
So
is it true that Terrence Howard brought you back to Hollywood?
No. Terrence Howard, no. I don't know where you got that from. No, Terrence Howard's my friend. I don't know where he is right now. He needs to call me, but yeah. No, Terrence Howard to bring me back. And I never really, you can't leave. No one, it's like this whole illusion of Hollywood is just a tech company, bro. It's all YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's no real Hollywood anymore. Hollywood is just technology companies with databases.
Do you miss?
You're in Hollywood. This is Hollywood.
Yeah. Do you miss the old days or this is better?
I'm just going through life, bro. I mean, I do miss being a little bit more creatively free, which I'm getting back to. I just have a lot more responsibilities, but I took a stab at it. I tried to help free a nation of Black people, and I wouldn't say I failed, but I learned I don't think we can do it unless we all choose to be free, and we might not even be enslaved. I think I'm starting to realize that everyone is kind of free in their own mind, free in their spirit. If you put your beliefs and things. For me, as Christ, I believe you're free. If you stay empathetic to humans and you really love your neighbor like you love yourself. You start with that one principle. I think that's where the freedom starts. But I loved, and I still do love. I do love Black people. I love my people. I love everybody. I love everybody. But at the time, I was very focused on why can't Black people come together. That became my obsession.
Is that the time you were building a community center or something like that? Or I heard you say that.
No, the community center was the banking structure.
Okay, that was okay.
Because it was like everybody was always broke, so let's just solve that problem. No, we can't solve that problem. We got to be broke. It's like every time, but then it's like you're stressed out. Oh, no, because we cursed. It's like, okay, then I guess we're cursed. Like, what is the solution?
Right.
Wait on God. Okay, He's here. He's inside of us. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that's why they killed Jesus in Christ, because he would speak a higher ways of doing things, and they'd be like, well, no, we can't do that. Let's crucify him. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'm good.
I think some people like the current system because they're in control over it.
I don't care anymore. I really don't. Niggas, save yourself. I gotta go. I love y'all. I'm saving myself because it's at this point, I'm not the savior. You know what I mean? And I never had a savior complex. I just really cared about my people, and I chose to do that over Hollywood because it meant something to me. It was something real at the time. Now it's just a bunch of bullshit because everyone is serving Morgan Stanley. It doesn't matter. It all goes back to the banks.
Got it. So you also did another movie opposite of Kevin Durant. How was that?
That was great. It was good times, man. It was that movie. Kevin Durant is embarrassed of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
He hates that movie. I mean, it's not really a good movie, but
was it Thunderstruck?
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say that. A lot of kids like that movie, so I'm sorry, kids, if you like that movie. Okay,
Wait, but why you say he was embarrassed? He didn't want to do it?
He said it on the interview. I was like, yeah, bro, that movie was a little... It's some movies you just know you phoned in.
Right.
Some movies you just know.
How was the movie with Spike Lee, Chirac?
I wasn't in it. That was Nick Cannon.
That was Nick Cannon?
You're
That's
credited
on my
in the
list.
IMDb. I don't know.
Don't believe everything you put on the internet.
Wow, they got you credit.
So, man, people got so much stuff on me on the internet. They're gonna remix this.
Oh, that's crazy.
Watch. There's gonna be a bunch of remix from the cult leaders.
It's funny because when you said like the Asian driver on since we're talking about IMDb, they got you as BMW driver now.
Oh yeah. They switched it. They switched it. Yeah.
So, kind of going back to your comedy career, I guess you did Showtime at the Apollo. How was that?
That was my first TV appearance, and then I did Comic View after that. That was great. I can't find that footage.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Everybody don't have a great experience there, but yours was good.
Yeah, I love.
there you go.
I love New York, man. New York usually treats me well when I do good. New York can tell you when you're not doing good, but when I do great, it feels great in New York. Do well.
Gotcha. And you also talked about being on tour. I guess Envy was the DJ for a comedy tour.
Yeah, we on that again.
Okay.
Yeah, the Fall Back in Love tour, and we got the April Fools coming up. We're playing at Barclays Center. And all
Oh, okay.
that
That's
stuff.
something still current that's going on? Oh,
yeah.
wow.
That's a full independent tour that we sell out ourselves, right? Shout out to Rip Michaels. That's a full independent tour. We
That's
get the
dope.
venues. We about to go to London. We're going to I forgot. London. We're going to London and everywhere else. It's gonna be fun.
Okay, so it's just a group of comedians
It's like
and y'all just put it together and do it every year.
Rip Michaels. Shout out to him.
That's dope.
We get on it.
You know what show doesn't get enough credit?
What?
Like Wild and Out.
Oh really? Why now don't give enough credit?
I don't think so. I feel like a lot of comedians
Why
go.
gives a lot of credit
I don't think so. I don't hear enough people shouting.
in the black community. It does.
No, but
Maybe
like,
no, I'm joking. It just dies down, goes in waves. When Wild 'N Out was hot, that bro.
I think-
Wild 'N
yeah,
Out
I
was-
well,
think
you
it
were
was
there
crazy.
when I think it was the hottest.
No, I think we had two spurts. It was we was there when it was hot and Cat and all of them. Yes, that was. When
That's
it
the
was
one
hot.
I remember.
Yeah.
I never saw the DC Young Fly.
See,
Wild
but you
'N Out.
said it. The DC Young Fly, that was another class. It was.
Right.
It made it hot. It spiked. DC spiked that bitch, man. He killed. He made stars like in Living Color.
How was your time there?
Good. I mean, I think that of course when we was young, I was always. So, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Coming out of high school, when I was 18, of course, I knew I was already a comedian locally in Detroit, right? I was already doing comedy locally. Nick Cannon came to our city in Detroit for when he had the song with R. Kelly. What was it?
He'll find it.
You know it.
He'll find it.
Is it I'm a Gigolo? I'm a Gigolo.
Nick Cannon was on that one?
Gigolo, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good song. So he was doing some audition or looking for, you come to sweet. He was in town. He was at the Fairlane Mall at the time. People in Detroit know what Fairlane is. And I remember hearing it on the radio coming from church, right? And I was like, Dad, I gotta go meet Nick Cannon. I never forget that. And rushed down there. I was like, me and my friend Daryl. And this one I was grinding. I gotta make it. And I seen Nick Cannon. I was like, yo, that's Nick Cannon. And I was like, yo, Nick Cannon, what's up, man? It's a pleasure, man. Because it's drumline Nick Cannon, like right when he did
Right.
drumline. He's in college. I'm in high school. I'm looking up like, wow, it's Nick Cannon. And I was like, Nick Cannon, yo, I'm gonna work with you. Man, I'm telling him, I'm gonna work with you one day. Like I will always watch Nick Cannon, like, yo, that's you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanna do. I'll like rewind and stuff. And then 6 months later, I was in road bounce with him.
That's dope. What did he say when he see
That's
you on
some guy
set?
stuff. He was like, what the hell? I said, I told you I was gonna work with you. Are you following me?
Security.
No, but he was in the real story is that he was in a van in road bounce and we was all just talking. He's like, man, I got this idea, bro. And he kept rewinding the computer. I'm like, what is this? He's like, man, look at this. It's like, whose line it is anyway? It's a pilot. And that pilot that he showed me was for Wildin' Out. He said, man, I'm pitching this to MTV, bro, next week. I hope they like it. It's like a black Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Wait a minute, I heard they didn't really, and maybe you can clear that up. I heard MTV didn't understand it, so he ended up filming a lot of it in the beginning to show them the concept of the show. So that's true.
We did at the Comedy Union. Yep. Yeah. Not once. Yo, man, you gotta put me on. You gotta put me on. You gotta put me on. Come on, man, put me on that. Come on, boy, you gotta put me on that. And he never really wanted. I auditioned, but he never really wanted to put me on Wildin' Out. And then one day, something happened, and my manager said, "Yo, you got on Wildin' Out." And I just had some great moments on there, man. I wasn't really the star of that. It was a lot of competition, you know. And I don't. With comedy, it's like I'm a certain type of comedian, so you gotta find your space. You know, sometimes it's like, you know, like I'm not the quickest punch comic. That's more like punch. Mm-hmm. I could do that if I'm hot, but I'm not hot if I'm doing other things. But the punch comedy is where that shines. So, you know, I would have to go back and figure out, okay. So, I was solid on that show, but I wasn't like the star of that show. I could have did a lot more, and I was always concerned, like I didn't want to outshine, you know, never outshine the master. You know, I feel like Nick Cannon has similar looks, so I don't want to say dim my light, but I didn't want to do too much because I didn't want to get kicked off the show. You know what I mean? And I mean, Nick was never like that towards me, but at the same time, I kind of watched like, man, if I go too hard, I'm gonna get kicked off the show. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. So I kind of like.
Did he bag all the Wildin' Out girls? Were they?
You can't say it anymore.
I'm sorry, Nick. I just had to know.
No, everyone. I mean, everybody. It's like high school, man. It's like all this new stuff. When you're doing film and television, and you guys are having a good time, it's just like high school, man. Yeah. People date. People, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. That's his environment. So you got to make sure that you're respectful to somebody's environment. Because I do be doing a lot of extra stuff, and people that know me, they know Percy Jackson. He can be extra, and I'm extra sometimes. That's why, you know, I try to, as I mature, I learn to really respect more and more of other artists' space. But at the time, we just going. But I knew not to like do too much on Wildin' Out. I just wanted to make sure, like I wanted to be funny, but I didn't want to like do too much. I was always like scared, like because I loved being on the show. It was electrifying. So if I was like, if I do too much, then he gonna kick me off the show. I always felt that back then. So,
how'd you develop a friendship with Terrence Howard?
Both of us. He would always, you know, talk about these theories, man. I mean, I've seen him around all the time, and he's always talk about these theories, and I was like, what's going on? And then everyone thinks we're both weird. So we're actually not, we're eccentric. Mm-hmm. Me and Terrence, I'm eccentric and Terrence is eccentric. So as a Pisces, we come off a little socially awkward. Not to get into all that, but I know what I'm not in the character fully right now. I'm kind of in a mode. And when I got on my modes on the internet, and I would go back and watch them, I was in a certain mode. And I you know, even with this, if you watch this interview, and I think that we can come off wrong being in that mode in that time and saying our truth, and people can come off and say we're weirdos. And we're not really weirdos at all. We're actually just eccentric artists. You know, Einstein had the same kind of energy we had. We're visionaries. We see things. So it's kind of like people get like, what is he talking about? You know, what is Terrence Howard? So I connected with Terrence from kind of being an outcast to socially awkward. I would say that's where we connected the most, kind of being like they think we both crazy, but we're not. We just misunderstood. It's only so much you can get on these interviews, and I think that's where we connected the most. Where we would be like, I understand what he's doing. I understand his energy. I understand he understands. We're artists, so it's like I know what he's doing. So we connected on that level, and then we just kept being friends, and then he changed his number on me. I don't know what the fuck he's at right now. After the comedy special, he won't call me. He knew, but he's in it.
Oh, that's probably why.
No, he's in it.
Yeah.
No, he's in the special.
Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I don't know him.
Terrence,
You know him.
Why you didn't call me? Were you mad at me?
What did you?
What do you do?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Oh, you guys didn't watch the special. No, I got a big Terrence Howard joke on the special.
Oh,
But he's
okay.
in it. He saw the joke.
Yeah. And he probably digested it. And
He saw it before. I proved it.
I don't
Did
know.
he laugh?
Yeah, and Tyrese was like, yeah. 'Cause I do Tyrese's voice, and Terrence Howard and Tyrese, and I see how Tyrese at the airport. He's like, yeah, I seen that. I'm like, did you like it? I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I wasn't. If I do a joke about you, I admire you.
Right.
Okay, I did a joke about Michael B. Jordan. I did a joke about Tyrese. I did a joke about Terrence Howard. I did a joke about Cat Williams. That means I admire you as a energy and as a soul that God put here, and you guys are very special. It's not because I don't like you, it's because I do like you. You think you guys are really cool. So we kind of, if anybody know, if I do a joke about you and you are famous, that means I really look up to you. So that's that.
Man, he'll reach out to you soon enough.
I mean, I don't know what happened.
The cosmic levels, he'll come back.
I'm trying to understand why that's my bro. Like, what's going on? I don't know, man. He changed his number on me. So.
As far as people that and talking about people that admire you, what's your top 5 comedians? If you have a top
That
5.
admire me or who I admire?
No, that you like, that inspire you.
I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan, huge Martin Lawrence fan, because I understand their style. Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, of course, and Richard. I mean, I studied these guys. I think that's the style. And it's funny. So Kevin Hart, his storytelling and consistency is very admirable to watch. When you look at the way he's really, he had his own style. And Sinbad, he has his own it's like, these guys are to be studied, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, closing it out, what's your favorite Hollywood story? Or story?
You arrive moment.
Arrive moment.
Like you felt like, damn, I did this shit.
No. I could say a high of mine that I've seen. There's a picture of me, Nick Nolte, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., Matthew McConaughey, Bill Hader, Danny McBride, Jack Black, Tom Cruise.
Damn.
And this is one black guy. Let's see if I can find that picture. This is one black guy in the middle, and that's me. It's like,
I did.
You can't
that.
say,
Yeah.
You can't say you didn't do that. And it's like all these guys is working with A-list stars now. I'm just like, I did it at 23. You know what I mean? So, not like that. I'm not bragging, but it's like, it's the truth. And people forget that. It's like, dude, I was 23 doing this. I was 21.
I wouldn't say people forgot that. I think it's like,
they forgot. It's okay.
there's a new generation, but
They don't know. Yeah.
me, I know.
I should read.
Because when I told my brother, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have Brendan T on. He's like, oh, you gotta. I want to know all about Tropic Thunder.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's like, no, I can't
so I
find
guess once my generation is gone, but we still have a long time to go.
No, I know. It's just sometimes like, it's just how do you, and then the next generation is just a little bit less cinematic. So we're trying to find
I
that
hate
right.
the new generation, to be honest.
Yeah,
Can't stand
they're
them.
kind of Gen Zs. They're a little different.
Because I don't know if you heard like the Matt Damon Ben Affleck interview, and they're saying like, oh, now movies have to be made different. You have to be saying the plot over
I saw that
over
shit.
and
I was
over
like-
again because people are gonna be cooking, cleaning while watching the movie.
Yep.
Man,
I know all about that.
So-
But that's what I'm saying. And that's how I feel about my career. I gotta consistently remind people. It's like, dude, I'm not dancing for you. I don't give a like. I'm not doing that.
and this is where and I don't know, slightly disagree where you said like I said this on an interview before. Well, it's different audiences,
Yeah, I know.
so it is what it is.
And I get that, but it's like it becomes this like never-ending narrative, and it becomes a loop that I don't want to be in. Because whatever you put in there, you put out. The loop I'm creating now is filmmaker. I'm a beast. That's what I do. You can respect it. If you don't, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the way I want to do it. Like we gotta create. You just can't be on a loop of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get it.
It's like that's dumb. You know what I mean? It's just a dumb loop, and that's what the internet does. It puts you in whatever you put out there is a loop. You just keep. So tell me about this. Tell me, man. I'm gonna talk about this for 18 damn years, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool, but it's like we gotta find new moments, man. You know what I mean? I'm looking for new moments to talk about. You know?
So one of the new moments is your special. Maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Yeah, my chest out. None of you guys seen it yet, so go see it. It's on
See
Zeus.
parts of it?
Parts of it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Well, it's on Zeus because I don't have Zeus.
It's okay, bro. I'm not, I don't take it offense. I know people watch things in clips too, so I'm
That's
not
true.
really tripping.
Yeah.
No, but it's on Zeus Network, and I wanted to put it on Zeus because I felt like they really can, push the culture and that you get right in the face of the people that will go by you and see. And I believe that other networks do the same thing, but it's like, okay, it's hard to explain. It's
You felt like that was a good home for it.
hell yeah. I mean, for your best friend from high school to who did your first video, give him your first special. You know what I mean? He was the first one that edited my video.
Wow.
Yeah.
The guy who owns Zeus.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
We're friends. We're childhood friends.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's from Detroit.
Yeah, I gave him his first job at BT and Paramount.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's my partner. He's good.
He's building an empire over there.
Yeah, he's amazing. I mean, I'm very impressed with what he's done. I mean, I'm like, wow, he went from sleeping on my couch to a billionaire. What did I do wrong? Maybe I shouldn't have left. Nah.
The goddamn orgies, man.
He's a good guy, man. He's also a pastor's son too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we them, and he can sing really good, believe it or not. He can sing.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a singer, and he got some album coming out too. So, shout out to Lemmy. And that's the thing. We always been rebels, man. Like even when we, okay, actually going back to a career highlight. I just thought about something. So Lemmy was the cameraman behind the scenes for my Tropic Thunder press junket. Right, that's when he was coming out of high school. Like, yo, Lemmy, come out to LA, bro. You can make it. Let's go. And so we started making these little interstitial sketches. At the time, now you would call them shorts, whatever, little short sketches. And it's so ridiculous. And the more I think about this, so Paramount gave us a bunch of money to make like these little films and for Tropic Thunder and whatever. And we were so green. We didn't know how to do it. We were like 22. We didn't know what we were doing and everything. So, and he was a young filmmaker trying to figure it out too, just whatever. And so I was trying to recreate the Charlie Murphy type stories with
Hollywood stories
with my character Al Pacino versus Lil Wayne. And so then I told Paramount, I'll get Lil Wayne involved, and we got this, got that. And I called Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was like, nah, I don't know. He was high. He couldn't show up, so I had to play Lil Wayne and play the thing. And here's where it got so bad of a sketch, because it wasn't a good sketch. But we brought a lion, a real live lying
Oh shit.
on set because we was trying to like do this thing. It was a sketch about us topping each other for a girl. So Lil Wayne was topping. Sorry, the one thing about bad the sketch was, we got in so much trouble, yo. So, because we brought a lion, bro. We brought a fucking lion, a real lion. We brought a lion on set, dude. And if the zookeeper was this most bootleg zookeeper, like, yeah, just don't touch it, kid. Just don't. I'm like, no, it's a real. It's so bootleg. Yeah, you got like 2 more shows, 4 shows. I'm like, so we got the lion on set. And I'm just like, oh shoot, man. I was like, it got real. I'm like, it's a fucking lion. And I was like, y'all. And the guy's like, don't make any quick moves. I'm like, it was crazy. Paramount finds out there's no insurance, no production insurance. We got actors on set. You got a fucking lion. Lemmy, you remember we did that? Lemmy and us, we always been like, let's get a lion. So ridiculous. They called us up. It's like, what the fuck? The head of marketing at Paramount was like, what are you guys doing? We're like, you can't do that. Like, no, that's a liability. We got cussed out. You're like, listen, because I was Class Clown Entertainment, and he was Three Sons Productions.
Okay.
So they just put it together like, listen, 3 clowns. We don't know who you are. Get the hell out of here. 3 Clowns Productions. We were just like, damn. But we was like, yo, we did it, though. You know what I mean? It was that we have stories like that where, you know, we just didn't know what we were doing. And so I remember those stories, like seeing Lemmy there. And when we were just illegally doing these, putting full-on wild animals on set, and going to watching him build his own network, it's just we always been rebels, man. You know, we don't mean to be. It's like we just don't. I think it comes from having a father, very powerful fathers too. You know, in our city where we're from. So, you know. That's how they want to control the black man and get the father. No, I'm joking. Yeah. But yeah, man.
Well,
that's what it is.
Thank you for joining us.
Man,
Thank
thanks,
you for
man.
having me, man.